Welcome to the channel. So today's video we're going to be covering the Nest Thermostat E, and we're going to be going over how to install the base plate as well as the setup menu and different options available in that menu. So we're just going to do a quick rundown of everything you need to know to get started. And don't forget to check out my other videos. I have 8 to 9 other videos covering different topics on this thermostat. I break it up in parts so that way it's easier and you don't have to watch a 45-minute video. You can just watch the parts that you need. I have how to disconnect and connect to the Nest app, as well as how to install in setup menu, which is this video. Also, I have the manual override function, as well as 7-day schedule, programming and factory reset, lock and unlock, eco mode and safety temps, and also what to do when you don't have power on the screen and you have a blank screen and the thermostat is dead. So I go over that scenario and how to fix it. These are all very simple things to learn. I have all different videos covering each one of those topics, like I said. So let's get into this video, which is how to install the thermostat and go through the setup menu. So I'm going to go first through the menu options and go through that since the thermostat's powered up. And I have my phone right here. And then towards the end of the video, I'm gonna pop off the base plate and go through the wiring with you. Okay, it's very simple. This thermostat is a smart thermostat, but it's still a very simple device to use and to wire up. I won't go showing you exactly how to mount it on the wall, but I will go through the process and kind of explain it. But anyways, let's get into the thermostat. And here we have the main screen, okay? We're gonna focus on just the thermostat right now, and then we're gonna go through the app as well, just really quickly and briefly show you what's available on there, okay? So we have the main screen here. I have it in auto changeover mode. As you can see, I can go ahead and make my adjustments if I want, but I can go right to the menu by double clicking this. And now we have all sorts of different options here, okay? So we're just gonna start from the top here and work our way, clockwise. So we have switch to heat, switch to cool, and heat cool. So right now I'm in auto changeover, but if you wanted to switch over to just single, just heat only, or singly just cooling only, you would do that right there. That's how you do that. Okay, and we'll do that. We'll do heating only. As you can see, that's what it looks like. This screen on this thermostat is very opaque, and I had to adjust the camera settings to really, be able to see it on the camera, as you can see. But that's why the screen's a little bit dark. My ISO settings and aperture had to come down. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch to cool so you can see what that looks like. Pretty much looks the same as heating. Okay, so we're just going to keep it on heat and cool. It doesn't want to switch over. There we go. So it switched over to automatic changeover. This is the ideal mode you want to be in. And that way you can control both heating and cooling, and it goes back and forth automatically. If you ask me, that's the better bet. But if you have heating only system or a cooling only system set up for the thermostat, then that's what you would want to do. Let's get back to that menu. Here we have to turn off the thermostat and have no HVAC system, heating or cooling. So if you want to completely shut the system off, you would select that right there. The next one is eco mode. Now I have a separate video covering everything here in this mode right here. And if you want to go into eco mode, you would click there and then proceed. Here we have run the fan. So you can run the fan for like 15 minutes to an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever. You could do that there really quick. It's kind of a quick icon for that. But there is a fan schedule in the settings. So we have settings, which we'll get to in a second, and then this is the back button, which will take you to the main screen for the ambient temperature. So we hit back. As you can see, it goes to the main screen, main display. And we're just going to go back to settings. It's kind of nice how it has the outside temperature here. If you have it hooked up to your phone, it gets that information from the weather. And it puts it on here on your thermostat and the date and time. Very nifty, smart device. So let's go to settings. Now you're going to find a lot of stuff here. Pretty much everything's available in this window here. We have our normal program schedule, which I have a separate video on. We have history, which is good to know if you want to kind of see how long your system's been running for. Home away assist, this is self-explanatory. If you're away, you would have a separate profile. I'm not going to go into that because that would be a separate video. We have eco mode. Now I have a separate video for this as well. This is where you would adjust the thresholds for eco mode. Safety temp mode, which is a default, an extreme case default, and I go over that in my eco mode video. So please check that out, and I show you how to adjust those thresholds. Next we have the fan schedule, which is a common one people like to know about. You would go in here and activate your fan schedule. Next is the Nest Sense. I'm not going to go over this because it's going to take too long of a video. Next we have reminders. So this is if you set reminders on here, you will have notice of your reminders in this section here. Wake display, this is what happens when you press or walk by. So if you were to walk by, this thing has a proximity sensor, it would light up. I'm just going to leave it when you press. You can shut off your click sound. I'm going to keep it on. Next is the Fahrenheit and Celsius. This is where you would adjust that basic setting. Date and time, this is self-explanatory. You go there to fix your date and time. Language, Nest app connected, so it's showing that I'm connected to my Nest app. It shows my Wi-Fi network that I'm connected to. This is where you would lock the thermostat. Okay, I'm just going to go either have the availability of doing lock or cancel. I'm going to hit cancel, but you can lock this thermostat and then unlock it through your phone app or through here as well once you have it set up. But you have to have the phone app connected first. Equipment type, this goes through all sorts of different stuff that's connected to your base plate, as you can see here. It's very handy to see what's connected without popping the thermostat off. Next is Nest Pro. That's a separate video. I'm not going to go into that. Software version, simple, self-explanatory. This is what the thermostat is running. Technical info, there's a whole bunch of info in here. You might want to know about it. You have power, which will give you all these power specs and consumption. Your battery, which is the internal battery. I have a separate video showing what happens if you have a dead screen. But this is a good place to take a look at all your voltages. Okay. Shows your voltages and your battery power and your line in from the C wire. I have the adapter hooked up right now. Next, in the list, if you scroll down, you can see it says Nest Weave. Not sure what that is. I'm not going to get into it. But then network. Network would be obviously the Wi-Fi network you're connected to. Then sensors, if you have any sensors connected. Equipment is what we just went through with the other page, is the equipment type and different wires attached to the thermostat. And then display. Let's see what display says. All right, so this is just all the same kind of same information showed on the previous page, like the version, serial number, things like that. So, and then we're going to go to base. Same thing, it's just like version and serial number. It's not really that important. All right, so we're going to go back. Done. Just some extra information in there if you want to know about it. Then there's like a legal info section, which I don't know what you would want to know, but there's all sorts of stuff in here, I guess. Some privacy policy, blah, 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 because probably you use Wi-Fi. And then here is reset. All sorts of different options available in here. Please check out my factory reset video where I go into more detail. But I'm going to back out of this. And then we have done. Okay, so that there is the full gambit when it comes to the setup menu and your different options, okay? That's very simple. So let's take a look at the phone now and see what's available on there. So it's pretty much the same, but it's a lot easier to navigate on your phone. So here we have the thermostat connected, as you can see. Shows us all the basic information, same that we saw on the thermostat. And you have like the mode, eco mode, fan schedule. Well, this is the quick button. Then you have schedule, which is your programming, okay? I have a video going over all of this stuff, so I'm not going to go into detail right now because I'd rather you check out that video so you have better information on it. And then history. But the main area that you want to be in that we just covered here is the little thermostat settings icon up here. So you have a little gear icon here on the upper right. Click on that. And as you can see here, we have all those same kind of options we just saw through that settings menu, all available here in a better way, in a better visually presented way, I would say, because it's just easier to navigate, and you can just see it all on one page without scrolling and dialing on the thermostat itself. And the screen itself is kind of opaque, so it's hard to see. But on your phone, it's great because you have all the same stuff. Okay? All the same stuff. You can lock, unlock, Wi-Fi connection, all those like eco temperature limits and safety temperature limits. You have the Nest Sense available all here, all the different profiles, okay? You can turn on your home away assist on or off, lock and unlock, like I said, the equipment type and all those different things, technical info, and then you can remove the thermostat here at the bottom, okay? If you can see that, if you wanted to remove the thermostat. So this is exactly the same of what I just saw on the thermostat here. It's just presented in a better fashion. If you ask me, I'd rather use the phone app to use this thermostat, but you can manually override it, like I said, and have that capability. But check out my other videos when it comes to manual override and things like that. So now let's take a look at the back side of the base plate and the thermostat and what that looks like, and kind of give you a quick rundown of how to install this. I'm gonna pretend that I popped it off the wall, okay? So I'm gonna first go over the back side of the thermostat really quick. So here we have this connection here is to the base plate. Then we have the QR code and a PIN code below that. That's to set up the Nest app. Then you have this charging port here. So that's very important to charge the internal battery. So check out my no power situation blank screen video. I go over what to do with this port. This port is to recharge the battery, but I go further in detail in that video. So check that out. I'll post all those videos down below the video. But anyways, very simple layout here. Not too much going on. As if you don't know, this is like a single press thermostat. So you only have one press on the body. It clicks, and then you scroll by turning this. This like rotates on this internal base piece here. That's all there is on the back of the thermostat. So now let's take a look quickly at this base plate. Now, it's very simple to install, okay? You have two mounting holes here. You would use the supplied drywall anchors or screws and mount this on your wall, okay? I'm not gonna go over that because that's very easy to do and self-explanatory. You're gonna wanna hit some studs to make sure this thing is secured properly on your wall. Otherwise, if you don't hit a stud, you most likely will rip this thing out off the wall over time because it just gets loose. Those drywall anchors sometimes don't work that great. You're gonna wanna try to hit a stud, okay, if you can. But if you don't, use a better drywall anchor than what's provided, because those tend to be crap, if you ask me. So you want the ones that have the big screw type helix, looks like a big screw. You basically puncture a hole in the wall with a center punch or an awl, and then you can insert that drywall anchor, screw it in with a screwdriver, and then go ahead and use the screw and install the base plate nice and tight up against the wall. That way it doesn't move around. All right, but that's enough of that, talking about drywall anchors and mounting. This here, as you can see, I'm just gonna tuck this back in here. It kind of snuck out. Give me 1 second. So I have this wired up for just demonstration right now on the bench top, and it's powered up with a C-wire adapter, okay? This allows me to fake out the thermostat, and it basically presents itself as connected with all different wires in the system, okay? But really quick, I'm gonna go over the wires here, and we have a Y terminal, which is the first stage cooling, a G terminal, which is the green wire, which is your fan, okay? So to activate your fan in your HVAC system or air handler. The R terminal is for the red wire, which supplies 24 volts for the heating transformer, okay? And then the W terminal is for the white wire for heating, okay? So when you activate your heating, this R terminal is going to send power to the W to activate the heating circuit. The next terminal is the C wire or C terminal, and that's the wire that goes to the C wire adapter here to power up this smart thermostat and to activate the screen, okay, and to have it function. If you don't have this plugged in, the thermostat itself is not going to work. So the smart thermostats need the C wire or C terminal attached. It basically provides another 24 volts to the thermostat, separate from the R, which is also 24 volts from the heating transformer. So C wire, then we have the OB, okay? The OB is for your heat pump. You're gonna have either an orange or brown wire. Orange wire is for the heat pump reversing valve for cooling. The brown wire is for heat valve, reversing valve for heating. Okay, that's the way I kind of think about it and remember it. But very simple, you only have 6 terminals here. There's some that have like 12. But this thermostat here is very simple. You don't have a lot of wire terminals, so it keeps it simple. I will make separate videos going over more in depth what these wires mean and all different base plate installs. I plan on doing separate videos like that. But like I said, the quick rundown, very simple. You know, this is your typical simple wiring for 2, 3, and 4 wire. And if you have a heat pump, you're going to want to hook up the O or B, so that orange or brown, depending on what you have in your configuration. But that there is the wiring, the quick summary, and that's going to be it for the video, guys. You know, check out my other videos. Let's snap that back. So yeah, please check out my other videos if you want to see more when it comes to this Nest Thermostat E. There's different variations of this. I cover all sorts of other different Google Nest thermostats, Honeywell, Lux Pro, you name it, Ecobee, and what's the other? Emerson Sensi. I cover all sorts of different thermostats. Check them out in my playlist down below. So, like I said, remember to check out my other videos. I have all sorts of different other videos covering topics on this thermostat to help you out when it comes to how to connect to the Nest Thermostat app, how to install, like we just did here, manual override 7-day schedule, factory reset, lock and unlock, no power, blank screen scenario problem, and eco mode and safety temps. So please check those videos out. They're all separate. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.